Whoa. Christmas tree turned off. I don't say it as interestingly as some other people would, but there you go. Light green, blue, Esmay. It is blue, not green. Hello lovely bookworms, I'm Esmay from Paradise Pages on Instagram and also on Twitter, and welcome to a new video. So this is going to be an exciting one. I think I actually mentioned in a different video that would be the first video of the year. I filmed it all on the same day, changed shirts. I do that more often, I'm sorry about that. But I think this is going to be my first video of the year, and that is the January edition of my Game of the Books. I know that not a lot of people are still doing board games, but I am still really enjoying it, and I thought I would do it, so I have grabbed my old board. We've been using my DESERTATHON board for a while, but I think I'm switching back to this guy for now. And yeah, we're still doing this. I just really like it. So there's colors. The green will be, oh, you can't see that. The green will be something physical about the book. So for example, the amount of pages. Then the, let me see, what's the second one? The orange will be something about the contents of the book. Then I have a yellow, which will be something recommended. The blue is physical TBR, and then purple is a wild card. I'm gonna put this away because it's making me very white. And put that there. And I think I also quickly mentioned this at the start of roll number 1. But yeah, I'm not gonna talk too much. Let's just start with roll number 1. Hello lovely bookworms, and welcome to a new round of Game of the Books. It is January's pick. It's been a while since I did this, so I hope that I can do this every single month this year. We'll see, or at least do a little TBR every single month this year. So let's start with the first one. We are using the regular board, so basically what that means is that green is something, I think it's physical about the book, orange is something theme related or something inside of the book, blue can be whatever I want it to be. I'm changing that one to having to be a physical read, and then having these two for whatever format I want. With my physical TBR, I will say that if I have the book physical, that counts, even if I read it digitally or listen to an audiobook, because sometimes that's just easier with really big books. And then yellow will be a favorite of yours, or recommendation, something along those lines, something I got from friends, a gift. This has to do with someone else. And then the purple will be my wild card. So let's just start with the first roll. Deck is shoveled, the elephant is back, and let's just start with roll number 1. That is 7. I hope you can see that. 7. 7 is a green. And that is green, blue cover. So that is number 1. Okay, so roll number 1 was a green, and that is green, blue cover. So I actually grabbed the one that is, I think, the most green that I have in my shelf. It is light green, blue, Esmay. It is blue, not green. Blue. I'm not colorblind, I promise. And that is The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea by Axio. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I've had this for quite a bit, and I'm just really excited to get into it. It is one of those typical, I think, young adult fantasies, but I've heard really great things about it. So I'm quite excited to dive into this one. I don't know that much about it, other than I think it is something to do with sea gods. I just quickly looked it up, I'm so sorry. I would like to go into this not knowing too much, and then I'll give you a little bit more of an explanation as to what it is about once I read it. But yeah, really excited to dive right into this, and that's going to be the first book of the month. Let's continue on to roll number 2. Moving on to roll number 2. I did that weirdly. 17. Can you see that? That is, come on, focus. 17. There we go. 17. Orange. So that is theme related. Murder mystery. Okay, that is interesting. So roll number 2 is an orange, and that is orange murder mystery. So I am not completely in the mood for murder mysteries at the moment, but I'm sure that if I grab one in my favorite genre, which is locked room murder mysteries, I will enjoy it. So I'm going to be picking up The Sanatorium by Sarah Pierce. This is basically, I think, about a family that goes to sort of an isolated island that they go to for their, I think, wedding. And they're actually staying in a place that used to be sanatorium. And other than that, I don't know that much. I've started it multiple times. The pages have gone a little bit yellow, but I've yet to completely finish it. So I'm gonna put this on my TBR for the month of January, and I think it would be a nice sort of read for that, so I'm gonna put that on the list. Roll number 3 is 9. Doesn't seem to want to focus on the dice today. Come on. Oh, it's not 9, it's 6. Sorry about that. That is 6. You can barely see it, but it's 30 orange. And that is A Book with a Villain. That is a good one. All right. So roll number 3 is another orange, and that is A Book with a Villain. And I decided, partly because I'm already reading it, that I want to put this on my list, and I think it is the book about villains, and that is the sequel to Once Upon a Broken Heart, which is The Ballad of Never After by Stephanie Garber. This is about Jax. If you have read Caraval, one of the fates in there is Jax. Jax is the Prince of Hearts, and whoever he kisses, they die. And so I'm really excited to dive into this. I've had these for quite a while, but have yet to pick them up. I love Stephanie Garber books, so it's weird that I haven't yet. I have started this. I loved the first book, so I'm really excited to continue this. And once I got to this prompt, I thought it would fit perfectly, so I'm gonna put this on there. That said, let's move on to roll number 4. Moving on to the 4th roll. 4th roll, you can see that, I think, is a 1. Natural 1. That's a purple wild card, so that is really good. So that is number 4. So roll number 4 is a wild card, and very happy about that. I needed that this month. And one book that I desperately want to read because of all of the hype is none other than Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. This is about a flying academy for dragon flying. So I've heard this go around TikTok a lot, and they say sort of a dragon without its rider is nothing, and a rider without his dragon, something along those lines. I don't say it as interestingly as some other people would, but there you go. And I've heard amazing things. A friend of mine has read it, was absolutely obsessed with it, so I cannot wait to dive into this. I've heard amazing things. I love the gold of this though. Like, it's beautiful. Like, the book itself is just black, and it has a map, but the gold cover, that is beautiful. I don't have any special edition, but I think all of the editions are beautiful, so I don't really care which one I have. I'm really excited to get into this, and I've heard amazing things. Let's move on to roll number 5. And then moving on to number 5, hopefully the second to last. That is a 7. That is definitely the second to last. 7. Blue, so that has to be a physical TBR, and that is a sequel. Luckily, I have enough of those. Whoops. So roll number 5 was a blue, and that is a sequel, and that means that it has to be a physical book. I've chosen all of my books to be physical books this month. Surprise, surprise. And I thought, considering I'm reading the first one, I'm also going to put the third one on there. This is A Curse for True Love, also by Stephanie Garber, and this is the third book in the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy, and I thought I would put that on there. I have a lot of sequels that I have to finish this year, a lot of series that I have started, and I've decided to just plunge and do a lot of those this year. I want to see if I can finish a lot of my series. I have so many unfinished series on my shelves, it's insane. So yeah, I'm gonna put this on here and immediately sort of tick away that trilogy because I have way too many series on here as it is. And then we're gonna move on to the final roll. Okay, so moving on to roll number 6 and the final roll. Let's see what we get. That is 5. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is an orange. And that is Orange Fantasy. So that's the final one. So the final roll was an orange, and that is Orange Fantasy. So I'm really excited about that, honestly, because I am really in fantasy mood lately. Whoa. Christmas tree turned off. That's weird. Sorry, it was right in front of my face. Anyway, I'll just continue and check that later. But yeah, I actually wanted to read this one quite badly because it's one of my favorite authors, and that is Her Radiant Curse. I'm pretty sure that it turned on again. Sorry. I'm pretty sure that this is actually... and off. That is weird. I'm pretty sure that this is inspired by some type of mythology, and I'm really just quite excited to go into any Elizabeth Lim book. She's one of my favorite authors of all time, and I think it is only fair that I put her books on there as quickly as possible. I could have also gone for The Dragon's Promise, but I'm excited to read this one, so I'm gonna do that, and hopefully I can get to all 6 of the books. So that said, those were all 6 of the books. Let me quickly grab the stack and show you the ones that I've got. So I think for this month I have a decently sized chunk. So I have the 2 books in the Once Upon a Broken Heart series, the second and third one, Her Radiant Curse, Fourth Wing, and then I have the Sanatorium and The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea. I think all of them, apart from one, are fantasy books, so I'm really getting back into the jive of things. I personally really enjoy fantasy, so I'm glad to be going back on my fantasy kick. It's been a while since I've truly been reading fantasy. I've been reading a lot of sort of half-half books of just sort of mystery that were not great, and then yeah, I wasn't as obsessed with a book lately as I have in a long time, so I hope that some of these will be all-time favorites. Would be a good start of January of 2024. That said, these are all of the books. Let me know if you still like this game and if there's maybe some tweaks that you would like me to do. I would love to keep, you know, making this game more fun for you to watch, for me to play. That said, I want to thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to our channel and press the little bell icon so you can post notifications every single time that we post. And I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye!